Got a little time. We got a little time. Oops. One moment. All right. All right. Yes, we are live, honey. All right. Come on in real quick because I got to go do a little Java in a minute. Come on in. I'm waiting for you now. I'm waiting for y'all to get on up in here. Come on in. We're not going to be in here long, so come on in. We're just going to check out the current frequency. Check out what's going on, what you may need to hear. Make sure that you keep a question here. Hello. Keep your question going. I should know. Should have kept them lips a little soft, honey. All right. Whew. Welcome to the House of Oshun, honey. I am Lulu I Love. So we're going to hop right on up in here. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So you may not hear what you want to hear. You may hear what you need to hear. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't been able to really... we don't go back and forth anyway in the members area, do we? There be so much going on. I just drop information and go. As a matter of fact, that reminds me. Hold on, Rebel. I need to give y'all another archived read. Drop an archive read in the on the porch. Drop it off on the porch like Amazon and take a picture so you'll know that it was dropped. All right, really, really quick before we get started. If you had a read scheduled for today, you already received your email with your personal reading. All right. The indie reads, there will be indie reads in the foyer and cellar, and then the cellar will have homework. So all this will be done by Friday, right? We go live on Facebook and Instagram, mostly Monday through Friday. Sometimes duty calls, and I just go with it, okay? But there are a lot of good words over there on Instagram that you can scroll through from the past. What we in? We are in April. And I've been doing it since January, so there's a lot of information over there as well. There are indie reads on the channel. Of course, y'all haven't been getting notifications, but that's neither here nor there. You have to come and look for the house because they are not allowing the house to come to you. So you got to come to the house. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right. I am Lulu I Love, practitioner of intuitive consulting and coaching. I give you information that you need to hear, not that what you want to hear. We laugh, giggle, cry, have fun, okay? But we take things serious. But overall, bitch, we ain't gonna take it too serious where it's gonna have us roll up out of here, okay? Remember that. That's the main thing y'all need to remember, all right? And always remember that seasons change. You know what I mean? Whatever season you are in, just know that it will change, okay? What do you have here for these beautiful people who have joined us here today for a good time, not a long time? Thank you. Fertility. It's fertility. Yeah. Fertility. I like it. There's a lot of self-love in this fertility card. There's a lot of solar plexus energy radiating from that heart chakra, and the throat chakra is expressing what it is that needs to happen so that the universe can do what it needs to do. Now, that's how I translate that. Thank you, Michelle. That's how I translate that. You see all this? What's at the heart of the matter is the truth in the matter, whatever that is, right? And it's vibrating with love around that, right? And then it goes into this space of activation, being active, right? Actively thinking, actively doing, actively feeling. All of the senses may be in alignment right now. So many of you may be very sensitive right now. Here's the thing, okay? If you are hypersensitive at this time and you are in this fertile period, which is a number 27, A 2 moving into a 7, creating a 9. I forgot. I got this in some read the other day because I also do other reads. So anyways, with this fertility card, if you are hypersensitive right now, you want to be very mindful of your words, how you are communicating with yourself, how you are communicating when you pray, how you are communicating what it is that you want to see, hear, feel, taste, or whatever. What do you want to experience? You want to be very mindful of how you are communicating those things, how you are communicating even out here in these streets. Hear me out. If you are in this space, all right, because the heart energy is grounded, but the throat energy is so expansive, the way that I'm looking at this, okay? The throat energy is so expansive that some of you, your frequency is extremely high, and that may have you, you may be in a space where you may think of something and want to do it immediately, may want to purchase something, want to purchase it immediately, like impulsive reactions, right? I need for you to calm down. All right, because you're in a fertile period. So whatever it is that, whatever seeds that you are planting at this time, right? Those are the seeds that you want to be very intentional about. All right. I'll read the card here in a second. But you want to be very intentional about what it is that you are dropping, the season. Because remember, you are a tree, a very fruitful tree, right? And again, that comes with seasons, right? So when you begin to fertilize all of the ground around you, or you begin to produce fruit, right? You want to be able to produce fruit that is hard to reach, hard to grab, hard to pick. Okay? Okay? Whatever low-hanging fruit that you have so far, that means that there's something, like if there is something that is low-hanging fruit from your tree, right? And while you are in this space, you want to be mindful of what fruit you are tending to. What fruit are you holding on to? Why is that fruit still hanging on? Because if it's low hanging, somebody should have already came and picked it. Someone should have already been able to, that fruit should have already been able to be of service to people, right? So it may be an old idea, an old project, an old way of doing things. That's that low hanging fruit. And it's like you've raised your vibration. You've raised, maybe you've been initiated here recently. Maybe you had some type of activation here recently, right? But whatever this is, you are in a season of growth. You are in a space of continual reproduction. So maybe a lot of you may be getting pregnant. People around you may be getting pregnant. And that's another reason why you need to protect your energy, create boundaries, set boundaries with people. Because if people are pregnant, sometimes people don't know that they're pregnant, right? They be waiting to see if they miss another cycle. So, you know, maybe hormones may be all over the place. Maybe your hormones are all over the place. You know, check yourself, all right? Because when you are in this space, you will have a lot of solar plexus energy popping. You will be in a space of action, move, make it happen, right? Because when the way that I'm thinking of it, right? The way when you think of fertility, you are fertile, you are able to be impregnated with, right? Go through the gestation period of what seeds are you planting? And what seed is being planted, right? And it's the equivalent of if you were to be active, sexually active, right? And you were in that space of doing the do to produce, you know, y'all trying to get baby, get a baby, have a baby. Y'all are trying to produce, right? Together, right? But you're looking at it in that with that too. You're looking at it in the space of balancing the masculine and feminine energies. Masculine and feminine enemies. Mercury been messing me up. I ain't gonna even lie. I couldn't go live on Facebook yesterday because it was just acting up. Do you hear me? I just let it be what it is. You know, it kind of pissed me off a little bit. I ain't gonna even hold you. But balancing that masculine and feminine energy, you want to look at it like that, right? The feminine energy is receptive so that the masculine energy can take action. So they are balanced. They know what they need to do. They are cooperating with one another. They are intertwined in a way that will allow for you to produce. Audit what it is that is going on. That 7 has to do with auditing, assessing, looking into what needs straightening and what doesn't. what clutter needs to be cleared and what doesn't, what low-hanging fruit needs to be shaken from a tree and what doesn't, right? Sometimes you just allow that low-hanging fruit to just fall, right? Because if it doesn't mean you of any service or mean us of any service, because more than likely whatever it is that you are doing is something that us as the collective will benefit from, right? So let's start clarifying, because I can't be in here long. They already started that noise out there. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Hello. All right. So you might be over there looking good, feeling good, doing good, eating good, drinking good, whatever it is that you are doing good. Okay. But some of you are in a space where you feel good. And like I always say, you never know how good it feels to feel good until you feel bad, even for a moment, even for a second, a month, years, or whatever it is. When you are on the good foot, because of the polarity, right? And your process, your own individual process, because you don't know exactly how anything will go. You just know that you need to enjoy this space. You need to be productive in this space. You need to do what it is. Ask that your steps are guided in this space. Is very important. I should have brought my tea, but I think I'll have it with a little joppa. All right. Clarify this fertility card. It is so important, okay? You want to create boundaries as well while you are in this space, because while you are creating these boundaries and setting new limits for yourself, like what are your limitations? Really study those and figure out what it is that maybe has caused you any worry, strife, fear, stress, anxiety, depression. Try to see if you can name it. You can ask for it to be named. What is it, right? So that you won't have to go back into that space, especially if you just came out of a space. All right, it's very much wait. All right, you feeling irritable? Well, baby, you gotta. But why are you feeling irritable, honey? All right, so maybe this ain't your read, baby. All right, so what do you have for this fertility card, please? Eight of Swords. That's that limited beliefs, limited imposing, self-imposed limitations, self-imposed ways of thinking, right? Ways of, like, some of you may have creative blocks. You may be in a space where you have writer's block or something like that. Whatever it is that is blocking, you may feel as though you are not seeing things clearly. You're not receiving information clearly. You feel as though maybe you're in a space. Maybe it's this person. Where's she at, Kara? Kara, maybe you are in this space, Kara, right? Where there's a lot that is around you that may be limiting you, right? A lot of people with different views and viewpoints, and you don't know how to express yourself, or you don't feel like expressing yourself. Maybe you're picking up other people's vibes, and that has you feeling claustrophobic in this energy. But overall, honey, with this Eight of Swords, there's always a way out. They want you to sit and contemplate. You see this here? There's a Four of Swords. Oh, sorry. There's a Four of Swords here. You see that? There's four swords here. And the reason that these four swords, the reason these four swords are like this, because you need to be in a standstill. It's kind of like a Four of Swords itself, right? Take time out to contemplate, figure out where it is that you stand, and your ability to be confident in the decisions that you make, you know, the things that you say, the way that you show up in the world when it comes to communicating. Maybe some of you are have to speak or do things in a public environment, and maybe you got stage fright, because stage fright can even be the equivalent of just going into a room and then just you are overshadowed by a stuck energy, feeling as though you cannot get a word out, you can't utter nothing, you just standing there, right? Go back to the old trick that they taught us when we were younger. Visualize the crowd as being naked, and then you won't feel so bad, right? Because oftentimes that stage fright comes in from people who may have been judged a lot in their life, right? So you have these swords holding you still. Peace be still. Then you got these 4 swords here in the middle. This is about whatever it is. There's 2 decisions that some of you need to make. 2 ways. There may be two ways of looking at something, viewing something, weighing the pros and cons of 2 things. And with these 2 things, then you got to go break those 2 down and make a decision. You see what I mean? It's not hard work. It's doable, but you have to ensure that you are in a space where you are open to receiving divine instruction. You gonna have to. You on here for a good time, not a long time. Don't do it. All right. What information do you have for these beautiful people who have come in here today? The Knight of Cups. It's coming through. This is an influx of beautiful creative energy. This is also maybe you moving forward and enjoying, getting back in a space where you enjoy the process instead of overthinking things with that Knight of Cups, right? There may even be this energy or an influx of, what is that? Some of you may be seeing feathers. Maybe that's what's going to get you, I'm in another space, like feathers just showing up out of nowhere. Some of you will have feathers just showing up in your house. I mean, feathers, pennies. Hello. But I'm really seeing feathers right here. Feathered headpieces, but also feathers coming out the sides of the arms. On here for a good time, not a long time. All right. What else am I seeing in this card? That creative energy is busting through, okay? The creative energy. Who is this showed up for you, girl? That I love to see it. Titty lock. Titty lock. Tiffy. A dog brought us, okay? And you know dogs, animals are closely connected. Come on now. The dog brought a feather the other day. And y'all know them dogs and just animals overall be connected like a Rolex necklace. All right. So that's what I'm getting with that, okay? Some of you are, oh, there is somebody. Some of you may have an ancestor or someone, a celestial being that is in blue. In blue, okay? That'll mean something different to a lot of people because what I'm seeing, they in blue. They are robed in blue, dressed in blue. All right? Something is solidified. Like, I feel like whatever this is that you were confused about, maybe you started something and then went back into the space of just joy just overcame you. You were washed over with that. It is raining outside. Yes, for the washing over. But there may be joy restored about whatever it is that you are working on and what it is that you are going toward here. And the reason I say that too, I don't know why I feel as though this chalice, see this chalice? Right there, that little ball that's in the middle of the stem is very heavy, very weighted. This is something that is going to last for a long time. And they want you to, you know, while you are in this energy, enjoy this energy. Try not to overthink things. Try not to discuss certain things with people who may challenge what it is that you've been given divine instruction about, unless you are given divine instruction to discuss certain things with certain people. All right. The solar plexus. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Look at this little boat. Okay. Y'all little boat. Okay. So this y'all little boat with the solar plexus energy here. Right. You're sitting on top of the emotions with the solar plexus popping. Right. This is the clarity here. The sails are the clarity. This is the clarity. The clarity or the divine instruction that is going to have you move forward. Right. Wind. Okay. Blown with the, go with the wind, blown with the, flowing with the wind, being carried, being, it's a sailboat. Leave me alone. So that's why maybe some of you were confused or conflicted in a certain space because you got the go, but you needed the clarity or you needed more clarity, or maybe you were questioning the information that you were getting. Okay. And so that moves into that. All right. Some of you are getting your stripes. All right. A badge of honor. Either here or on the ancestral realm, but bitch, you got it. All right. Excuse me. Ain't been coughing all day. Watch somebody get on there and be like, when this used to happen early days, people get on there and be like, you probably got mold. Baby. Okay. Now then, what information do you have for these beautiful people? 7 of Wands. Like I said, protect what you have, protect your assets, but also this is you being protected. It's the same sailboat in this card. All right. So in this 7 of Wands here, this is a lot of spiritual protection. This is also, I feel as though you are in a space where you're very grounded. Some of you have done some shadow work and you are very grounded in, it's like you made peace with where you've been. You've made peace with what you've gone through. You've made peace, and that's what has you this strong. Thank you, Eagle Feather. That's what has you this strong, right? They want you to stand on what? Your 10. Because all of this water looks murky. Like if you've had any dreams about murky water or what have you, that depending on what you are going through in your waking life, right? Because sometimes things are just clouded. Things, it can mean a number of things. It depends on other signs and symbols that show up in a dream as well. But with this 7 of Wands, it is so important to remember that even in the most, whenever trials and tribulations have come up in your life in the past and how you went through those, how you made it through it, that's why it's even more important, they are saying, for you to stand on your 10. Because these ones are grounded in this murky water. So no matter where you go, as above, so below. You can go to the bottom of the sea and they still gonna have your back. All right? I also feel as though there's something here. Some of you may be in a space where you are changing your religious beliefs or what have you. You may be looking into different spiritual practices or a new spiritual practice. Some of you are going into hermit mode. This is self-imposed hermit mode here so that you can sit and talk with your people, so that you can know exactly what it is that you are going to be doing with all of this solar. And this is solar and root. The root chakra is sitting on top of the solar. So whatever it is that comes with your lineage, again, that goes back to the ancestral line, the bloodline. So whatever it is that is deeply rooted in you and you are working on or working through or whatever came up in the recent past. The recent past, it depends on how you living. Could be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, could be a week ago. All right. But whatever this is that you are working on and working through, what's at the forefront of your awareness that's sitting on top of your solar plexus is that tribal energy, is that you are strongly connected right now. So you have a lot of guidance coming in. So after you got out of that 8 of Swords, it's going to be like, now you know what path you on and how you are going through it. Some of you are going to like really do your devotions and stuff like that daily. All right. Whatever that means to you, it just looks like you are very much so, in that energy of, that. Okay. It's fertile right now. Even with those wands, right? Maybe you have several things that connect. And they have you sitting in a space where you are putting those several things around you and looking at them and seeing how they connect, and then allowing yourself to be a compass, right? Connecting with your compass, your star player, right? But you are being the compass. They are using your body, using you in some type of way, whatever your strongest clarity is. They are using that as a compass when you put all of these projects, all of these ideas, all these different things that will come together for you, right? You're putting all these different things out. Maybe it's your home life, your work life, your kids, whatever it is, your business. You got a side hustle, everything that you have that you have to really sit down and figure out what a low-hanging fruit is in each thing, right? Because I really do get with this 7 of Wands is that you have heightened awareness, right? Your intuition, your ability to just see clearly is heightened. Here's why I say that. Look at these sailboats. Remember over here you had clarity. But then you move through all that other process and now you have clarity in a whole other sense. Like some of you may even have peers or people that are around you that really do support you. They really want you to move, to make it. They want you to move forward. They want you to be great. You know what I'm saying? You got a good circle of friends and family and stuff like that, right? They may not understand the clarity that you have. They may not understand what's driving you. It's not for you to explain all that anyway. Okay, put in your biography, bitch. But overall, you may be seeing things that from a totally a higher perspective, right? Higher than ever before, right? And so you are connecting here with your other people. Okay, leave like that. All right, leave right there. This is a quick little pep talk. This is the current of the current. All right. What information do you have for these beautiful people, honey? What information do you have for these beautiful people? The devil. That's that shadow work, all right? So that does make sense for it to come in after this space, right? That does make sense for it to come in after this. This is pre-shadow, right? Foreshadowing events. So that means before, right? I'm going to say pre-shadow because I know if you dyslexic, okay, raise your hands. All right. So, with this devil card coming in, right? Now that you are on the straight and narrow, you are fertile with ideas, you are picking through and figuring out what it is that is low-hanging fruit that has to go, it gotta go, ain't no sense for it to be get the low-hanging fruit out, okay? Because what fruit that is going spoiling or going bad or that is bad for the basket, bitch, it cannot go in the basket. Have you ever seen somebody just sit up there and put good fruit with bad fruit on purpose? You have not. Well, maybe you have little children sometimes. They don't be knowing. All right. But whatever this is pre-shadow. This is warning you of something that is about to come. So there may be certain things that are happening in your life, certain events that begin to happen, and you realize that, okay, let me pay attention to this because you are so wide open here. Let me pay attention to what's going on. Let me go ahead and build a brick wall. Let me go ahead and set certain boundaries. Let me go ahead and go in hermit mode, whatever this is to you. Let me go ahead and, cut off communication with certain people. Let me go ahead and whatever it is that you are going to do, because you knew this was coming. And like I said, you've already made it out of a shadowy period, but you are firmly grounded in what it is that went on and how it went on. And you've really been doing the work, right? But with this devil energy coming in, this may have something to do with something that could possibly bring you balance. Like it may be some old addiction coming back to you. It may be some old obsession coming back to you. It may be some toxic relationship situation or whatever it is, right? Whatever the low vibrational energy is that you really said no to, because it's a number 15. A 1 moving into a 5 is a 6. So it brings balance, right? It has the potential to bring balance, right? All right. You're going to see it. Like I told y'all before, with this tower, right? With this light tower. With this light tower, there's a lot of light around it. Everything can be illuminated. Dark coming to the light. Whatever this is coming out. It's coming to the light. It needs to burn. Okay? Be burned away. All right? So we'll see what this is, right? And it's falling under this 8 of Swords, right? So whatever decision that you make, remember the two decisions, you had two decisions, right? And you weigh the pros and cons of those and you decide to go a certain way. So maybe whatever decision that it is that you make, something comes up that makes you feel like, oh, that wasn't the right decision. You want to test the decision. You want to test the spirit. You want to test, you want to connect so that you will be able to ask that question and get a definite answer, right? From your angels, ancestors, spirits of the highest order, but overall, just the divine overall. Because with this devil card here, let me see. I feel like it's some type of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 floors. The 4th floor. The 4th lesson. The 4th. It's something with a 4. All right. 4 levels. 4 degrees. 4 degrees. 4 elevated degrees. I don't know. Because like I said earlier, some of you may have changed your religion or your spiritual beliefs or what have you. This could even be someone coming in of maybe something that you were in. I'm not judging you, okay? But maybe you were in something here, and the degree that you got to, you tried to... Child, where is that going? Do we really need to go in there? Ooh. The degree that you got to... The degree that you got to, it's like something is coming in to see if that is, see if you are really, you know, gone or trying to convince you to come back. It is too early in the day now. Something like that. This is 4 degrees. 4th degree. 4th layer. An elevated force. Ugh. What information do you have for these beautiful people, Chad? The 7 of Cups, casting illusions, possibly. An opportunity that isn't what it seems. Here, the 7 of Cups is falling under that Knight of Cups, right? So anything that is presented to you, you have to go back into that space of connecting. Connect all day, every day, all right? Stump your feet. Turn around 5, 6 times, counterclockwise or something to get your energy back right then. Turn clockwise to get your energy on the whole other level. Because I'm just saying, with this devil and this 7 of Cups, you want to make sure that, you know, because it could be something as simple. It could be something as simple as just, you know, some old obsessions, addictions, you know, lower vibration or whatever. Like if you change your diet and all of a sudden you get, you know, stuff starts tempting you. People start coming out of nowhere saying, they want to take you to your favorite restaurant where you know that that's some huge temptation. It could be something just like that, whatever it is. But whatever this is, it could be that with this 7 of Cups here, this is something that's coming in also again to see if what decision will you make. There is an aha moment. There's an epiphany in this 7 of Cups. There is something that is going to be revealed to you that is going to mirror what it is that you have went through. But this is going to be mirrored in a way that you knew then. The decision that you made, if you make the decision now, what would be the outcome? What would be the consequences, right? It's like some type of way, it's a back and forth, but it's a mirroring, okay? So you want to be very much so mindful. This may even be people mirroring you. 3 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. You are grounded, right? So this may be something coming back up that may have hurt you, maybe some of you had an identity crisis. There may have even been that, no matter how much you tried to do right, people were still coming at you, or maybe there was just a lot of negative thoughts or energies coming towards you with that 3 of Swords. Here, there may have even been something trying to cloud your judgment. See that? See here? The lighthouse is up here. This is where your light shines. Your light can't be seen because of whatever these things were that were coming in. And that's coming under the 7 of Swords. You have clarity now, though. The 4 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. You are very, like, whoever you are, you're very comfortable, or you're making your life more comfortable. All right? You're in a space where you just see shit and you know what's going to happen. Here, you connect so that you can ensure, right? You ensure that you are making the right decision. I feel as though some of you need to know that your home is protected. When it comes to your car, maybe someone inherited a car from someone who passed over. If you inherited a car from someone who crossed, yeah, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, someone may have crossed. Whoever this is, right? If whoever left you this car, it's really going to take you places. You know how sometimes when you inherit stuff, when people inherit stuff, they blow through. If it's money, they blow through the money. They don't invest it. Or if you if someone before they pass gives you a lot of stuff, usually it breaks down. If it wasn't meant for you to really enjoy it like that, they were just getting rid of their stuff before they left. But whoever this is that left you this, they know exactly what they were doing. Temperance. They want you to do everything in moderation here. Even with this Chariot and this Temperance card here, make sure that whatever commitments that you make, you have to stick to those as well, because you're on an ascended path. Riding that Chariot of Ascension. All right. Someone may be wanting to borrow something from you. I feel like with this 4 of Pentacles and this Page of Swords, I feel like someone wants to borrow something for you. Be mindful of who you allow to you lend to. Don't lend what you aren't willing to lose, okay? Because people don't always give stuff back. But also sometimes people ask you for stuff in a way that they not only asking you for something physical, they are also asking you on an energetic level for permission to take something. You got to be mindful. So with this Page of Swords and this 4 of Pentacles here, there may be a child that needs something here, or maybe there's some type of, maybe you need to give a child an allowance here and stick to it, because some of you may have a child that you've been given a lot to, and it's like, no, you need to set some type of standards and, you know, create certain types of principles to discipline this child a little better when it comes to finances. Here, I don't tell people how to raise their children, but maybe, you know, that will give you some clarity on what is going on. Okay, but I also feel with this Page of Swords and this Four of Pentacles here, anyone who tries to cut in on what it is that you have going on, anyone who tries to cut in or communicate with you in a way here, there's a barrier here. This is a physical barrier, okay? So maybe you live in a gated community and people been driving by where you live or something like that. What the fuck? That's a spy card. All right, Five of Swords and the Sun card. It's going to come to your awareness. Any type of conflict, confusion, any type of like messed up text messages that you may receive. Someone may even just be mindful these days, because even though you may, like whoever this is you walked away from, King of Swords, Eight of Cups, or who walked away from you, whatever this is, right? Let me go back to this Sun card and this Five of Swords. Be mindful of your communication, what it is that you are saying in text messages or just over the airwaves or what have you here, because I feel as though some type of truth is being illuminated, whether, you know, it's on your end or somebody else's end. And the thing about this is people will maybe misconstrue what it is that was said. And it may take some time for it to be brought to light. Some of you are moving into a space where you are getting away from any type of conflict, any conflicting energies overall, right? Anything that is coming in that may try to, it's not like they're trying to block your light. Whatever this Five of Swords is has a lot to do with you not standing on your 10 in the way that you are designed to. Someone may be coming in and trying to cause conflict with your self-love. Have you feeling some type of way? Have you, you know how people with that Sun card and this Five of Swords, just be mindful of it and let it go. You know, keep shining, because if you keep shining on this Five of Swords, all of these swords get hot, right? And if a person doesn't have the ability to stand on the swords that they are pulling out, right? The words that they are saying, the sword will burn their own motherfucking hand. So it'll just be back on them like, okay, but you said this about the sun. But it does not make sense. Now the truth has burned through your ass, right? You can't even hold on to that. Because this may be an energy of... when it comes to communication, when it comes to what it is that you say, how do you say it, or what have you, this is self-love surrounding this one sword, right? So this may be something you said here, and then you have all of these different things that are coming in to try to dissect what it is that you are saying, because you are the sun, you are in your sun energy, right? And so with that sun energy, it's like words cannot cut down a star. A sun is a star, right? Words cannot cut down a whole planet, right? Words cannot cut down whatever this is. Like maybe people are trying to say stuff here, or, you know, cause conflict and cause issues with your self-love, your confidence, your just some of you just have a big personality, right? So then you have that Page of Swords and that Four of Pentacles, right? And so what is giving me right now is you may be in a space where you are rearranging your priorities and sticking to them. And someone may want some intel on what your priorities are so that they can come in with that Five of Swords. Chat, fuck them. All right, so the King of Swords may have walked away here, or someone may have made a strong, logical decision to walk away from something that they really had some strong feelings for. Here, they came into the space of some type of aha. Here, facing the truth in a situation. Maybe someone walked away from their family, walked away from some type of conditioning, some type of tradition, something that they really put their blood, sweat, and tears in. They walked away from it to move to a space of something new, right? Because if you look at this Eight of Cups, you would know that, you know, what is it that you want now? What you've had, where you've been, and the way that you've done things is no longer satisfying. So what is it that will bring you some type of satisfaction now? And what are you going to have to do to go for that, right? And then you get the Ace of Pentacles after that. So with this Eight of Cups, this was the final straw. And with this aha moment, this was the final straw. This is the clarity that you need, right? You are seeing things clearly, right? So now, with these 7 cups here, you are no longer under any type of illusion. You're no longer in a space where you are, trying to do things in a way that you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to, be confrontational. You don't want to go over there and be around those people because of this, that, and the other. Somebody hurt your feelings. Whatever this is, who knows? Okay? Because you're in that Queen of Cup energy, that King of Swords energy. All right? Logic over everything. Okay? At this time, ain't nothing wrong with your feelings, but your emotional intelligence is on point. All right? Please like the video. It's 289 people. Please like the 291. Please like the video, please. And thank you. And make sure you drop a purple heart in the comments if you're fucking with me. 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. All right. So there's some type of communication coming in about whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is that you are doing here. And with this 7 of Pentacles, you want to be mindful of, how excited is a person about whatever this is that you are working on, or this next seed that you are about to plant. Because with this 7 of Swords, you got the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Don't trust everything that people are saying. If someone is coming in with this Page of Wands energy, this is some type of communication coming in. If someone is coming in with this Page of Wands energy and wanting to work on something, or agreeing to work on something with you, or, be an apprentice and learn under you, or whatever this is, there's deception in it. All right? This 7 of Swords and that 5 of Pentacles, there's deception in it. You have a decision to make before you even plant that seed. Can't even look at that. Can't even make it up. You have a decision to make before even planting that seed, because someone may be trying to put you in a space of conflict, mental anguish. They may be trying to trap you. That's 8 of Swords can be entrapment. It can be mind games, right? 7 of Swords can be mind games, manipulation, all right? So you want to be mindful of this, because this 7 of Pentacles is real good. You want to, wherever it is that you want to anchor down, wherever it is that you want to, lay a new foundation for something, or build on your current foundation, right? Because the Tower ain't even came out, so that's good. You want to make a decision. Before you make a decision to work with this person or even plant the seed with this person, allow the deception to reveal itself, bitch. And don't question it. Go to the Most High and be like, is this really what I'm seeing? Okay? I need a little more clarity. Then you get shown something else. Now stop asking. Okay? Because with this 5 of Pentacles, whoever this is, maybe someone who left you out in the cold before. This may be someone who did something to you physically. This may be someone who is trying to do, maybe they, on hard times, and they trying to, let me clarify real quick, and I'm gonna go. Maybe this person is on hard times. Maybe it's something that they are trying to have a change, and they looking for you to be the change, or they see your change and they trying to be a part of whatever it is I don't know. Okay. Because there's 3 Pentacles that are hidden. What the fuck? Okay, so this person may be in collaboration with other people. This is a working collaboration. So this may be someone who works with a lot of people, or, has a lot, communicates with a lot of people. This is equivalent of someone who is working with, you may be working with this person at work, at your job. And they may be in cahoots with someone that, because co-workers don't owe you no loyalty. Stop thinking that people your friends, that's your co-workers, bitch. They may be working with other people, right? They may be working with other people, and they may be working with other people, you don't know about it. So it's or it may be friends. So it's the associates, really, because you wouldn't say that that's a friend. But they may be hiding some type of collaboration, or who they are working with when it comes to this, or something like that. This is the equivalent of someone being in close proximity to you and wanting to, they're excited and they want to do this and want to do that. And they, because maybe they see you're at a standstill here, but they want to see if they can get in where they fit in. They're not telling you that they are connecting or collaborating with someone else. That maybe it's maybe it's somebody that you worked with, right? And they got certain ideas from this person. Like, it's some kind of weird ass shit going on, and you can't see it. Maybe this person, whoever this is, coming in and saying that they going through a lot. Let me see. Let me clarify, chat, because it's really some confusing energy because of the way that this, I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles. They're going to 3 right there, right? This is the collaborating forces that you can't see, right? That's not presented to you. What's presented to you is an offer, right? Some type of, because you got 2 pentacles here, but you got 1 pentacle right in your face, right? So this is them presenting what it is that they are working on and how it can possibly be beneficial and blah, blah, blah. But they already know something about this pentacle on the ground. And then you look at all of these ruins, right? Whatever it is that they work on or have worked on, it looks like ruin. A lot of ruins, right? Whew. Let's go. What is this Five of Pentacles, child? 8 of Wands. Someone that you will be communicating with, 3 of Swords and the Sun card. That may have hurt you before. Someone who may, this may even, you know, have you in a space of feeling like you don't trust certain things with that 3 of Swords, or whatever this 8 of Wands has to do with. This may have to do with travel. This may have to do with relocation. This has to do with a lot of movement, action, solar plexus energy that's popping, locking and dropping. Here, straight up, because this is treading, like you are treading a lot of territory. Maybe your territory has been expanded. You asked for it too. And when you ask for your territory to be expanded, God and them ain't the only ones who can hear that. That's why you got to ask for protection on a regular basis, and, you know, put it, there are ways of doing things. Make sure that you figure out your way of doing that, Chad. Okay, there's ways of doing certain things. Now, what do you have with this 8? This is somebody that you will be communicating with. 7 of Cups. That's that illusion. Presenting something here to you. Here, 3 of Cups. There it is again. Right? So, you've already been through a lot. Check out where your Chiron is, because it may have a lot to do with that. But you've already been through a lot. This lifetime and many lifetimes. This was part of your lesson. This 3 of Cups has a lot to do with, you know, you being in a space where, are you really done? Are you finished, or is you done? Are you finished? Oh, man, from the Book of Birdman. So that's the Empress and the 10 of Wands. Are you finished, or are you done? Because this is initiation into higher realms. This is initiation into whatever it is that, like, this is strengthening what it is that you came here to do. How you handle this situation is really going to be determine what it is that needs to be done here. So you have a decision to make when it comes to progressing. You have a decision to make when it comes to what it is that you will do here. All right, so let me get up out of here real quick. They're bringing a lot of balance in, depending on how you move through your situation. No 2 situations will be the same. Everybody will have a different way of viewing this, because in this house, people use their critical thinking. Hello. All right. Goodbye. All right. I'm going to go do a little Java. Take me a little break or whatever. Go give me a little tea or whatever. I appreciate each and every one of you. Can the rest of y'all please like this video while y'all are in here right quick? Like the video. Thank you for the super chats, please, and thank you. All right. May you and your family continue to be blessed, all right, as you are being a blessing. All right. So join us over on Facebook and Instagram. All right. I love y'all so much. For those of you who are watching this after the live, please drop a purple heart in the comments, because it ain't nothing but gratitude, okay, as we continue to move forward. All right. So that's what I have for the current of the current. And I will talk to y'all on another jam session. Hello, Pep Talk 23.